Hey guys, it's X. I decided to play a little bit of Hearthstone just because. I'm gonna play a little bit of ranked here. The new season started, I don't even know when. I haven't been paying too much attention to it. I've got this warrior deck here that's in progress. I've been playing it just a little bit. And before I took a short little break from Hearthstone, I mean, I don't know if you can really consider not playing Hearthstone a break from Hearthstone. For me, personally, anyway. I realize there are people who play it a lot, like all the time. Well, I'm pretty sure there are people out there doing that. But for me, it's something that I just play casually anyway, from time to time. I don't know, there's a few of you guys out there who like seeing some of my Hearthstone videos, so that's what this is going to be about. I'm going to hit up ranked. I'm going to play this in-progress warrior deck. It's got some things that I wanted to tweak. I'm not 100% sure what this warrior deck's theme was, or what I was going for with it, but we'll play it out and see how it goes. I tend to build fairly well-balanced decks anyway, so it's not like this one relies on a certain particular combo to win. I just like to build decks that have a lot of cards that have high expected value, and maybe some things that suit my personal playstyle with, certain types of removal or a certain amount of removal and things like that. So, we'll see how that works out.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Alright, so up against a Mage, Heroic Strike is probably good to keep. Execute may not be good to keep early on against a Mage. This may not be good to keep either. This actually is probably pretty good to keep usually. But let's get rid of it anyway. Let's see what else we can get. Looking for something like that. Wonderful. Okay, this is great. We've got good removal, and we've got a good early creature. Or minion, I guess. See, I like the Harvest Golem against a Mage, because his first phase is strong against things like Frostbolt, though his second phase, which kicks in with his Death Rattle, is weak against the Mage's Fire Blast hero ability.
Job's done.
But the point is the Mage has to kill it twice. Which is true for any class, but the Mage has to rely on being fairly mana inefficient in doing so. Alright, coin Raptor. I actually don't have anything to coin out. Oh, look, I can just slam it. One card for one card. Actually, he used two cards because the coin counted there. So I'm technically slightly ahead. Now I'm gonna get Fire Blasted here. And now my next obvious choice is to cast the Harvest Golem. Oh, of course it is. Just put some minions out there, see what the Mage has available to try and remove it. Or circumvent it otherwise. Maybe put a taunt up or something, I don't know. Now, I don't want to hero... Oh, okay. Now I can cleave. This is good. And that'll leave me with 2 mana. So an armor up for sure. Okay. Alright, that was also very efficient. Took out 2 cards for 1 card with cleave. And my my Harvest Golem is already getting some value, because it's already dealt 2 damage. And hasn't been taken out yet. Now, a combination here of Shattered... okay. I may not need Shattered Sun Cleric for this. I could Shattered Sun Cleric here, deal 3 damage, and then Heroic Strike to kill that, and then I can save my Execute for a larger minion later. It's a good idea.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I like that play because, yeah, I had to use a card to take out a card, but I got a minion on board and buffed up the Harvest Golem, and the Harvest Golem still can't be killed by a single Fire Blast. So again, fairly good value, although, well, no, we're pretty even on card advantage as well. He's got 5 cards, I've got 5 cards. You don't only count the cards in your hand, it's a good idea to count the cards in play as well. So it's 5 to 5. two of mine are active and actually doing something for me. Wow, that was a bad minion to sheep. Should have sheeped this one, because this one has a death rattle.
That was an error.
Okay, so let's see. I don't want to give away too much. These are great surprise minions. So I'll just play this. I wonder if this player thought that the Shattered Sun Cleric's ability, which is a battle cry, was a persistent ability that would be silenced by the polymorph, thereby weakening this and weakening that at the same time. That's the only kind of thinking that I could imagine would go behind polymorphing the Shattered Sun Cleric. Then again, this is rank 25 play, so it could be up against a fairly new player, and I'm not saying by any means that I make the perfect plays all the time. Often, whenever I read comments from you guys on my Hearthstone videos, there's often one or two that will show a play that I made which could be made better. Or where I made a mistake, or where I missed, I don't know, lethal or something, I don't know. So there are some glaring holes in my game as well. Alright, so there's an Arcane Explosion. This is going fairly well. But next turn the Mage has 7 mana, which could leave room for a Flame Strike. So I don't really want to play any minions and play into that. I'll just deal some damage, armor up, and see what the Mage does here. If I were to play Imp Master, a Flame Strike would obliterate my board, annihilate the Imp Master, and get no value out of it. And let's face it, it's a Mage deck, so there's a very good chance that there's a Flame Strike sitting in hand right now. We're halfway through the deck already, and he's drawing more cards. Yeah, he's already drawn 4 cards with 2 Arcane Intellects. Well, it's coffee, by the way, that I'm drinking right now. That would be playing so heavily into, I have to play something though. I would be playing so heavily into Flame Strike if I played this first. I think I should just do this. The problem with this is, if I do play the minions that I have in hand, there's Arcane Missiles. Of course it works out that way. And he has Flame Strike, it puts him back in the game. But I have to play something next turn, so it might as well be these two.
Handle it!
I wonder if I should start going for face here. Let's see what I draw. Okay, that's kind of a fun one. I'll bring that down to then bring it up to 5. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe he doesn't have Flame Strike. I've delayed long enough, I think. Going to do. Give her charge. We're going to go ahead and cleave just to deal some damage. Now we'll skip the turtle.
Let the dark in.
Now I just have to hope there is no Flame Strike. Or even a Blizzard here. There are a lot of cards that the Mage could have. An Arcane Explosion, even. Because then he could clear all but one of my minions, even with an Arcane Explosion.
Dingo. Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to see. There's no Flame Strike, but that's definitely not what I wanted to see. I don't want to taunt up right now because I want to start going to face with these. Bring out a surprise 8 damage. Okay, well, I might as well start playing some of this stuff.
Bring me steel.
Got some charge out there. Now this thing will clear away my board if I let it. Obviously, I don't want to let it, so I'm going to play one of these and take it out.
For the war chief. It's time.
Let the dark in.
Alright, let's see how he chooses to deal with this. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the minion would get the extra attack. Although that animation to give another minion +1 attack looks more like he's attacking it, so that's kind of weird. Come on, no big AoE. That's fine. I have lethal on board, so he's got to do something. Fireball. To me, okay. Well, I win this one. There's literally nothing he can do. It's time to pass the turn, buddy. Yeah, I can kind of tell this guy's just learning.
What to do?
And that's fine. Everybody's new at some point. What I'm concerned about is my own play, like between
Someone's out on me.
turns 5 and 8. That's what concerns me.
For the war chief. Well played.
Well, alright, gained a level there. See, oh yeah, I made some progress toward my dailies. Pretty sweet. I think I'll play another one. Maybe we can get that 5th warrior win. Actually, it said with warrior or paladin, right? Maybe I'll switch over to paladin just for fun. I don't know what this deck does. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. Let's take a look. To be named, it's called, and I've got custom paladin as well. Alright, what do we have in here? Oh, okay. I remember what I was going for with this deck. This deck is designed to bring out a lot of small minions with some card draw power. Unfortunately, there's no lay on hands, or that other one that lets me draw cards equal to my opponent's hand. I don't know what that's called. I've also got no Blessing of Wisdom in here, do I? I think this deck is fine, though. I don't think it needs any more adjustment. Yeah, the whole point of this is to have some small minions, some card draw power, and a lot of buffs. So let's try that one. To be named it is. The good thing about this deck is that you're very likely to get a good starting hand. And I do have a Nixia in this deck too, because she just fits well with the playing small minions theme, because she brings a ton of them out whenever she's dropped.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
I will fight with honor.
Well, I don't necessarily need an ooze against a warlock. Actually, I don't need... I could probably use this, but I don't think I need those two. I don't think I need the ooze either. Maybe we can get a better starting minion. Let's go ahead and do this. I want to hold on to the True Silver Champion, though, because that can get me out of a troublesome mid-game. This right here is a much better starting hand. I like this a lot. And I'm going second. Things bode well to start, but Warlock decks can be tricky.
Why do you call? Well met.
Hey,
I greet you.
Ooze made it back. And you know, it's probably time to... No, it's not. Yeah, no, yeah, it is. It's probably time to play him. It's fine. If he can't deal 1 point of damage to it, which is possible because he could have that, that deal 1 damage and draw a card spell that Warlocks have.
Put this apple on your head.
Nope. Alright, so that makes it so I can kill off his taunt minion. Very good. Alright, turn 2, can't do anything with this.
Reporting for duty.
And I get to keep my ooze, which is very pleasant. You always want to try and make it so that you keep your minion after trading against their minions, because that means that they have to deal with the minion that you still have in some fashion, which is often making it go 2 for 1. Alright, so there's some of that card draw power I was talking about with the Acolyte, but he's got some small minions out of his own. So I can play Taunt, or I can bring out 2 more minions of my own. How do I want to do this? Next turn I'll have enough for True Silver Champion. He's not going to attack with this. That thing's going to deal 2 damage to me, so I need to do something like... Oh, this will be fine.
Don't mess with Tusk.
To battle!
Next turn I can True Silver Champion, or I can toss a Hammer of Wrath out there. But yeah, notice how this deck's theme is working out quite nicely. We've got card draw right here. This minion right here creates another small minion to buff. I just need the buffs to come out now. There's the card draw, there's the card draw. Here's a good, well-rounded minion for the deck. It's just got a taunt. Some removal. I've got the Elite Tauren Chieftain in here because he has a chance to give me a card that spawns Murlocs, which, again, are small minions. Alright, so... I think the True Silver Champion... No, I actually don't need the True Silver here. I can draw a card if I kill this off with my Hammer of Wrath. Okay. And now I'll kill the wolf. This puts me in a good spot. I'm lower on health. I've got fewer hit points than he does. But he's got his hero power that's going to be draining his hit... Yeah, there it is, right there. It's going to be draining his hit points for me. And I've got card advantage.
The light protects me.
Okay, so he's flooding the board as well. I believe I have Consecration in this deck. So that's pleasant. Do I want to give him a card with Elite Tauren Chieftain? It does put a 5/5 out there for me, forcing him to deal with that in some fashion. And this is strong right now, so we'll go ahead and do it. Power of the Horde. Summon a random Horde Warrior. Okay. Now, I don't know which card he got off of that, because the Elite Tauren Chieftain gives me a Power Chord card, and my opponent a Power Chord card. And it could be one of, I think, like maybe 4 different Power Chords. Mine is Power of the Horde. He could have gotten one of the other ones, or Power of the Horde as well. He got Rogues Do It, which deals 4 damage, and he gets to draw a card. Soulfire. Whoa, did he have to do that? He could have hit it with like one of his... Wow, that was overkill. I actually feel like I got the much better part of the deal there. And now he's playing all of his cards. If I get a Consecration right now, that'd be amazing. Man, all of his minions are doing stuff. Oh, wow. Can't play that right now, but that's fun. So I can summon up a random Horde Warrior. Hopefully I get, like, Cairn, because you can get Cairn off of it. And protect it with Argent Protector. He's got a lot of minions out, but not a lot of damage. He's got 5 minions on board, sure. But he's only got 5 damage there. So that means if I do this...
Not on my watch.
Ready for action!
He's got a lot to work against now. He's life tapping again.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That actually doesn't do him a ton of good. Okay. Trade a bubble for a bubble. Soulfire. Wow. And he lost Shadow Bolt for it. Man, that sucks. Alright, so now I can give Blessing of Kings to something. It's probably time to bring out the True Silver Champion, though, so I can start clearing the board, generating some health. So I can trade here. True Silver right there. Break even overall.
Let me think.
I would like to draw cards to go for Consecration. So I'll play this. And this to begin drawing at some point. Gotta get it out there sometime. This can kill this.
For justice.
Okay. Well, again, he's only got very little damage. He's only got 5 damage on board. But that puts me at 8 if he goes straight for me. And that's a little too low for comfort.
My shield for Argus.
And now he's got Taunters out, and that thing is really good at this point when your opponent is below half and you've got this much damage on board. Alright, let's see what we can do. So this thing can deal 3 damage. More than that if I combine Blessing of Kings. And I can hit something. I can hit that. In fact, it's pretty much guaranteed that I should. I'll gain a hit point off of that, clear a minion. Now this should happen. So should this. Well, actually I don't need to give it any more damage. I can strike right there.
Bring the pain.
Draw a card. And I think the wise thing to do here is summon up this. Does he have me? 2, 4, 6? Maybe. I'll be at 1 hit point. And then I'll have to draw Consecration. Actually, I need multiple minions up, don't I?
I wonder.
Well, let's see what I get here. Oh!
Move quickly.
It is Cairn. That's good, but I'm not sure it's enough to actually win this game. He's tapping. He's hoping for damage. I think we've seen him drop both of his Soulfires already. Oh, that's game.
Well played.
Okie doke. Well, that was a lot of fun. A couple of Hearthstone games we got in there. I had a good time playing. That's one good thing about Hearthstone. It's real casual. And, I don't know. I guess, even when you're playing ranked, it's definitely not something like League of Legends, where it's like hyper-competitive. So even your losses can be fun in Hearthstone. And I guess that's also true for League of Legends. Like, in League, if you do well with your champion, if you do a good job, if you did your job correctly on the team, and you feel good about it, then even a loss then can feel good. But a lot of the time, just because of the social pressure and how much of a jerk everyone can be in League of Legends, losses have losses have a bit of a sting to them, and that's not always the case with Hearthstone. That's what I really like about it. It's a nice casual game that you can just jump in and then jump out at any particular point. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave some comments about what you thought of my play in either of these games, in particular that second game. And in case you want to see what my warrior deck has in it so that you can comment on that, I'll go over to the warrior deck called In Progress. This was used in the first game. You can see everything here. I'll go ahead and mouse over all this stuff so that if you want to get a better idea of what all this is, you can pause the video and see what's going on. So yeah, go ahead and comment and let me know what you thought of my play here. Sometimes I do get some valuable comments, And I'll go ahead and go over the Paladin deck too, the same way. Sometimes I do get some good comments that do show me something that I personally didn't see during the game. I'm like, huh, that's a good idea. As long as you don't state it like a jerk, you're probably doing a good job. And as long as you're not stating something that's wrong, you know? If you're stating something that's wrong, saying it's a better play, then you might want to be careful with that too, because that doesn't help anybody. In any case, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I personally had a good time, and I hope you guys did too. I'm going to go record some Thief, so once again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.